begin the lesson off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone who have taught me this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace and salutations to the brothers out there pushing this truth, the 100% truth out there on the highways and the byways, the Akim, as well as you few sisters out there listening and learning the Aqua to you. Also, I say Shalom. It is your brother, Karatz, as I go bar back with another lesson through the spirit. I just want to come at y'all with something a little and edifying today. Now, this isn't the basis of my lesson, but it just popped up on my feed, and I will be talking about the country of Indonesia. But I just want to point out something I just noticed. If I'm correct in what I'm saying, I've done a lesson on it before. But I want to say within the past month or 2 months, they've had 3 Miss Universe or Miss, the little beauty pageant queens. 3 of them have now perished. With this being the most recent one, I know one for sure passed away or was deleted, whatever, in July. Just going to show you that the Lord is not a respecter of persons. And these women are about to start getting humble. Nonetheless, though, I'm not spending too much time on that. It's pretty irrelevant. But I'm going to go ahead and go to the basis of my lesson, which is the earthquakes that have been happening, man. And we can just go ahead and just do a Google search real quick. We just do earthquakes. So it said there's a powerful earthquake that hit Indonesia's Flores region. So there's an earthquake in Colombia on the 10th. It was a 7.4 mag. You got a 5.7 mag that hit Indonesia today. A 6.9 mag that hit Indonesia today. These are all in different spots. A 5.2 mag that hit Spain. 6.1 mag that hit Indonesia. A 5.6 that hit Indonesia. These are different parts of Indonesia. 5.9 that hit Indonesia yesterday, if I'm correct. Yeah, the 7.7 mag that hit Indonesia yesterday. You had a 5.6 mag that hit Tonga. You had a small one that hit California the other day. You had 6 mag earthquake that hit some island. But you had some that hit Japan as well recently. Last time there was an earthquake in Japan was a few weeks ago. It was a 7.1 mag earthquake. But the main ones being this one today and then the one that happened in Colombia. But it just goes to show you, man, let's see, that the things that the Lord have said was going to happen are happening. Because he told us that there are going to be lots of earthquakes, signs in the last days. Worldwide, thousands of minor earthquakes happen every year. By mid-August 2026, the Earth has recorded 10 major earthquakes of magnitude 7 or higher, which aligns closely with normal long-term global averages. Millions of smaller, unnoticeable quakes occur globally annually. It says 10 recorded through mid-August. It says notable locations hit was the Philippines, Venezuela, Colombia, Indonesia, and Japan. Yearly average, roughly 15 earthquakes of mag 7 or higher occur globally per year. And I think not too long ago they had like one of the largest earthquakes in history hit not too long ago. That was like within the past year or two, maybe. But all in all, it's just judgment, man. It just all goes back to judgment. So I'm gonna read this real quick. It says 47 dead, 7.7 mag, Indonesia earthquake. And matter of fact, I'll probably be better off getting a more recent article. No, I do not want to sign up. This is fair use under Copyright Act 1976. This video is not being monetized. I'm not making any money off of it. This is not for personal gain. This video is not monetized, not making any money, so YouTube can not strike it down. It says powerful magnitude 7.7 earthquake deletes at least 47 people in Indonesia. I'm gonna play this video.
Cart takes a quarter?
Ooh. Everything is a damn ad, man.
Whoa!
Yeah, some of this stuff might be engineered, you know. But at the end of the day, it just goes back to judgment, man. Because, you know, with Esau, even they have devices that can cause earthquakes, hurricanes, and whatnot. So you can never put nothing past them. Best believe, you know, like for instance, the one in Colombia. You know, America is saying that they'll be the first ones there to help all the other stuff, man. It's just gotta pay attention to stuff like that. Really question it. It says at least 47 people have been deleted after a magnitude 7.7 earthquake struck Indonesia early on Saturday. The nation's disaster mitigation agency has said the official death toll has been rising as a search and rescue operation gets underway. Yeah, that one in Venezuela did numbers. So like it. And I didn't even realize that 6,300 people had got killed behind that. But that one in Venezuela did numbers, man. So the National Disaster Management Agency said several people have been injured to varying degrees. Hundreds of buildings in the region have been damaged by the quake and the dozens of aftershocks that follow. And, you know, in regions like that, Venezuela, Colombia, Indonesia, etc., you know, the elder had said that told us that, you know, those places like that, they infrastructure don't be engineered as properly. You know, one dude said he's living out of a mud hut, you know, but even they buildings, it's just, whenever they get hit by stuff like that, it really messes up their infrastructure. Hundreds of buildings in the region have been damaged by the quake and the dozens of aftershocks that followed. Let's get past that. The shallower an earthquake is, the more destructive its effects on the surface tend to be. It says aftershocks included a magnitude 6.4 earthquake in North Sumatra, located in western Indonesia at a depth of 163 kilometers. It said the U.S. Geological Survey measured it at a magnitude of 6.9. Yeah, they shit crack. And we watched that video. They said many people have fled into the hills. It said some other residents were standing along the roadside because the sea had also receded. He explained. Says the water remained low for quite some time, so everyone panicked and ran. I went around to the community health center, and the people there had already been evacuated. A tsunami warning was issued but lifted around 3 hours after the initial jolt, when no significant sea level rise was detected. A stream of people could be seen moving inland on motorbikes after authorities issued a tsunami warning. BNPB said 2,000 people had evacuated or relocated on their own. And tsunamis are down there the worst, because a tsunami is an earthquake in the water that pushes water up really, really high. So it said 24 fatalities have been recorded there, 17 in East Mangari province, 3 in Sika province, and at least 1 in each of the Ngada, India, and West Magari provinces. So this isn't too bad. It's on a small island of Indonesia. So death toll probably won't be as high or as significant as some other ones we've seen, but just goes to show you, man, that the Lord is a man of his word once again. And I know that they say, well, it's on track to have the same average or yearly average, but why are you even having that many earthquakes in the first place? It all happens for a reason, and then they happen in back to back, and in very close time frames. Is what I'm trying to say. This is Habakkuk 2:2. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." Right, and of course there are other scriptures that'll break it down more clear than that, but the Lord's making what he said was going to happen and the things that he had planned. Number one, making it plain upon tables through us, because we're pushing forth the truth. Then also just making it plain and making it seen throughout the earth, Matthew 24. Verse 6, it says, "And ye shall hear of wars or rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." Right? And we already see these things, man. Leading up to World War III coming here in the winter. We still got shit. We're already halfway through August. And we're about to be in September here shortly. We got a little over 4 more months left in the year, or a little under 4 more months left in the year. So this goes to show you once again that the time is being sped up, man. "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." Right? And the NLT says there will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world. Okay? Many parts of the world. And that's what the Lord is displaying. Okay? It says all these are the beginning of sorrows. It says, but all this is only the first of the birth pains with more to come. Right? So the earth is having birth pains. You can also contribute that to these people destroying the earth. Destroy those who destroy the earth, man. Because best believe the powers that be have done all different types of experiments, all different types of things to the earth. So this is just the earth giving its birth pains, man. Even the earth gets get back at times. I'm gonna read this. It Second Ezra 9 and verse 1, it says, he answered me then and said, measured out the time diligently in itself. And as watchmen, that's what we have to do, man. These things may not seem like anything important or a big deal to people who are in the world who aren't paying attention to anything that's going on because it's happening on the other side of the world, but it's very significant, man. You can't just look over something like that. It says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right? That's all these things is going on in the world, whether you got chaos going on in the streets, war, people going head to head, fisting sword, right? The mirth of the land being gone, women being whores, men being fruitcakes, right? All of this stuff, man. Earthquakes, famines, pestilences. All of it is signs of the end, bro. That's all that is. Just look at the society that we're in. You tell me you think this is the way to live. Verse 3 says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, right? And we seen that, You seen governments getting overthrown earlier this year and last year, right? You seen people revolting against their authorities and the powers that be, okay? You seen earthquakes, right? Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, right? Lord declared the end from the beginning, man, right? And it says that it's better the end of a thing than the beginning of a thing, right? It's in the book of Isaiah somewhere. It might be 46. Isaiah 46 and verse 8, it says, remember this and shew yourselves, men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High Power, and there is none else. I am the Most High Power, and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done. Right? Saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Calling a ravenous bird from the east, the man that executed my counsel from a far country. Yeah, I have spoken it. I will also bring it to pass. I have purposed it. I will also do it. Right? The Lord said he's going to make these things come to pass and happen. So best believe they're going to happen. Best believe Yahushua is going to destroy the world that we know it as. Okay? And establish righteousness on earth. Because he's already shown us by these small triumphs that the big ones are going to come to pass, man. So all you have to do is have the faith of a mustard seed and be patient. Which is what I brought up at the beginning of my lesson. Verse 9, I'm going to read this in the NLT. Let me go back. It says, remember the things that I have done in the past. For I alone am the Most High Power. I am the Most High Power, and there is none like me. Right? There's no gods with the Lord, with Yahweh, Heavenly Father. Only I can tell you the future before it even happens. And who does he tell the future to before it happens? The prophets. And what do the prophets do? They prophesy. And what does prophesy mean? Speak before, right? Say it before it happens. Everything I plan will come to pass, for I do whatever I wish. Let's read it again. Everything I plan will come to pass, for I do whatever I wish. Okay? The Lord does whatever the fuck he wants to. Who's gonna tell him he can't? Nobody. I will call a swift bird of prey from the east, a leader from a distant land to come and do my bidding. It's only begotten Son, Yahushua, Mashiach. I have said what I would do, and I will do it. We can read on the verse, finish it off. NLT. Listen to me, you stubborn people. The Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who still have a problem with this truth, but don't have no problem with baby flesh-eating, animal graping Edomites, who are so far from doing right. For I am ready to set things right, not in the distant future, but right now. I am ready to save Jerusalem and show my glory to Israel. So let's read it again. 2 Ezra 9:4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Meaning this, you know what? Let's just go to the Good News Translation. It even explains it better than I could put in words. Second Ezra 9. Verse 5. The beginning and the end of everything that happens in the world are clear. Can't get over that, man. It's that simple. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders, and powerful works, and endings, and effects, and signs. Right? The Lord put signs in place so you can't be caught off guard. And you can't say you didn't have no knowledge of it or no excuses in that day, man. Because the Lord made it plain upon tables. So these just another part of the signs that were at the end, man. And it's beautiful. Salakia. I'm going to get you one more and then close it off. I can't think of what precept I'm thinking about. Didn't mean to do that. That's lucky. I think I might be in the Apocrypha Kingdom. So like I can't even think of what precept I want to pull out. It doesn't need to come out. Nonetheless, the Lord willing, the lesson was edifying to those out there listening and watching. I'm going to close it off there by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rakakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone, once again, who've taught me this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. And until next time, I say Shalom, Israel. Shalom, and as always, one day closer to the kingdom, man. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Shalom, Israel, and Shalom.